Hey, this is BlindFox and welcome at my Ration review. Please support the channel, please subscribe and please donate on patreon.com. So today we are going to do SERAC's tin pack, or tint pack, the tint pack, pack 1. So there's about, I think, 3 packs of it that I saw on the website, and these contain some tins, and this was back in 2020. So let's see what we're going to do for breakfast. So that's breakfast. So first off, we are not going to use the tissues or the wet naps. Neither are we going to use the little stove that's in here. This is just sort of a foldable stove. You get 2 aluminium trays if you want to heat some food, and there is the fuel tablets. So no ration heater with this ration. So the stuff we're not going to use in this ration. So what are we going to do? So there's 3 tins, and I decided either I should use all the tins at one meal. And then I decided, no, I'll use 1 tin in each meal. So for breakfast we are going to have the tinned peaches, because we can. We're going to have the chocolate power bar. This is 45 grams. This is around 130 grams, I think. We're going to have our berry muesli, 150 grams. This is just a spoon, and we are going to have the tropical isotonic drink. And this sort of makes a cup, but you can get away with 500 ml. And sometimes they don't, this stuff isn't sealed in their machines, I don't know why. And this pouch is gusseted, so it will stand upright. And this is also gusseted, it will also stand. So I will see how they look, and this one of course closed there. But you do have a T-notch there. And there we go. So you can see there muesli. This smells berry-like. I think there's blueberries in here. There's at least a raisin in there. There's some other berries as well. I've had this. I think I've had the berry muesli before. That time I used cold water. So I actually like cold water mueslis, but just to keep it nice and let's see how it tastes, I'm going to use hot water. They say to use a cup of hot water here, but it's too much. You do only want about 60 ml or something like that. So don't use a cup. A cup is a bit too much. So this is, you can see the milk in the muesli. Now this is the tropical drink, and sometimes these packets don't seal, but all the packets I have, the peelable seal or the ziplock was closed. You can see there the powder is still powder, and this just has sort of a tropical smell. And they say to add a cup of water here, but you don't have to. You can go up to a half a liter of water. The cool drink is strong enough for that. So I will go and mix this up. I'll use hot water for this, cold water for this, and I will be back. So we will let our muesli just hang out for a moment, and of course, being me, let's start with the peaches. I did drain some of the syrup. You can always add some of your syrup in your muesli if you want it sweeter, since it's sort of sugared water. So there we go, you can see your peach there. So let's taste this. They're sort of just peaches, sliced nummy. Soft, sweet peaches, and there you can see some of the syrup again. And as I said, if you want your stuff sweeter, or your muesli, add it there. Now let's check out our muesli. And I added hot water this time, though I don't really like hot water. I know people do eat hot water with their muesli. And you can see the milk down there. I added, I don't know, around a bit more than 60 maybe. I'm not really sure. I didn't measure it in the end because I added a bit more. water. So you can see there the milk, you can see there the berries or whatever is in there. And the muesli, so let's taste. Definitely there's dried blueberries in here. You get sort of a berry taste, you get the grainy taste of the muesli. So the berries do dehydrate better in slightly hot water or hot water. So we let it hang out some more. While we taste the rest of the food, and we will go back to it. You get that sweet berry taste, the muesli taste. There isn't a lot of sugar added in here. Not that you toast. So you can add some of your syrup there. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to make a mess. Some of your syrup there to the muesli. And again, I added a cup of water here with the tropical. And it was really a bit sweet for me. So I added another cup. Or a bit less, maybe than a cup. So let's taste it again. Okay, the tropical one. Although it's very sweet when you just add a cup, I won't really go for half a liter. You can still get the cool drink taste with half a liter, but sort of a tropically taste, sort of a generic, sort of artificial tropical taste. So the tropical cool drink does not, I think it looks like tropical. It's also sort of a pineapple based thing. I don't know, it's sort of a just an orange, weird tasting cool drink. Sort of a fruit mixture. The cup is too much, but the 2 cups, the half a liter, is again a bit just sorry, the cup is just too little water, and if you add 2 cups here, it's just too much water. So just add a bit more than a cup, because this is still too sweet when it is in just a cup of water, which is 250 ml, but 500 ml is not just not sweet enough anymore. But you do get sort of a tropically taste. And if you add a half liter, it's just sort of nice, slightly flavored, sort of tropically flavored water. But it's a nice, it's fine. It's a bit too sweet for me, as I said. If it's just a cup, it's still a sort of sweet now when it's half a liter. But I would, if you want to really taste the stuff, I would add a bit less water. Now let's do our very sweet breakfast, our power bar. Okay, this has got a chocolate smell. You can break it, breaks quite easily. You can see there, sort of the same sort of proteiny structure. Chocolate on the outside. A slight crunchiness. You sort of get proteiny taste. It's got that grainy texture of protein bars. It's not as grainy as the maize bars. But you sort of, when you bite, it's sort of a crunchy texture you get on the outside. Almost like a wafery, I don't know, either a wafer or a oats or a cornflakey texture just underneath the chocolate, sort of crunchiness. When you go through, you can hear it crunch. It's interesting. And you just get chocolatey. It's a bit sweet, but not too, I don't know, not just sort of a sweet chocolate taste. This doesn't leave sort of a residue in your mouth like the maize bars does. Although there's a slight sort of residue, but not really, it's not annoying. You just get that proteiny chocolate taste. So now the muesli has hanged out some more. And let's taste again. So the berries did rehydrate some more. As I said, not an extraordinarily sweet muesli, but you get that very berry sweet taste. I don't know how much sugar they add here, but it's a nice grainy taste, the muesli. The grains of the muesli, which I like, it doesn't go all soft very easily. There's still a texture to this, sort of an oaty texture, which is nice, and you get that oats flavor with the berries, which is a good thing. So this was our very sweet breakfast. So they don't have a coffee in this ration. I like the muesli, it's nice and berry. The chocolate is fine. It's sort of, you get sort of that proteiny chocolate taste, but it's not as bad as the maize bars. It's actually quite good. Well, peaches are peaches, and they are nice and soft and sweet. You can always, of course, add some of, if you want, some of the syrup here with your muesli, just to sweeten it some more if you need it. And then you've got your tropical drink, which is fine. You just need a bit more than a cup of, or some more than a cup of water to mix this. Although they say a cup is too sweet for me. Half a liter, as I did with the other drinks, is again a bit, might just not be too sweet or sweet enough. Or flavor, so you sort of use less than half a liter. So this was our breakfast, and this was the breakfast of SERAC, the tinned pack number 1, and it was back in 2020. I really enjoyed this breakfast, so thanks for watching. Please support the channel, please subscribe, please go donate on patreon.com, and see you at my next Ration review.